Hi, welcome to the part 2 of the tables tutorial of the HTML course. So far we have seen how to create the table structure, how to give the caption and the border attribute, cell padding and cell spacing attributes we have seen. And we have also seen the DR attribute, like by default it is left to right, but we can change the direction from right to left. I'll just put it. So now your heading 2 is here and heading 1 is here. So let's look for another attribute. You have row span attribute. Row span attribute is one of the most important attribute of the TD tag. We are not going for the table tags now. We are going for the cell or attributes basically. So now for the row span specifies the number of cells a row should span, or a cell should span. So over here if I mention row span is equals to 2, that means this cell will be there for 2 rows. Let's see a demo. Okay, here you have seen, I'll just remove this attribute. So I'll also remove this headings attribute, no needing now. So TR, in the first cell, supposingly I want this cell to span 2 rows. I give it the value 2, and you have cell 1 over here, so it will have 2 rows. Another cell, it will have only 1 value. After that I just give it as the TR. So now in the next row there will be only one cell. We'll mention over one cell over here, because why? We in the first row we have already given a value for the first cell of the second row, so no need to go like give another value for the cell. So it's like your first cell is covered with this row. Now you have to give the value for the third cell, like, or the fourth cell you can say. So I think you understood why we have to give only one value over here, because already we have given the value of the first cell. I'll just save it and show it to you. Now for this row you have given the row span, that means this cell should span 2 rows. So over here for this particular, for the second row, you do not have to give the value for the first column, as this cell is spanning the first cell also of the second row. So you have to give the value of this cell only. So I think you understood why we are using the row span and how it's work, why we have given the one value only. Another thing, we have the call span attribute. Call span attribute is the number of columns a cell should span, like we have the row span over here. So let's give it the value as row span. So I want my first cell to be in the 2 columns, so I can give the cell 3 over here. So it's like I want my first cell to have 2 rows, that 2 columns, that means 2 cells. This will come in 2 cells, and in the third cell it will come like this. Cell 4, I'll give the value cell 5. So this time we'll have 6 columns with us. Let's close it, and we have to also give the value for the third cell. Cell 6 we have to give. Now let's close it and then save it. Now we'll see what difference it will make. Okay, it is spanned. Okay, I didn't change it. I have to give call span over here. So when I just refresh it, so now over here it has what it did, it spanned this cell 1 for the 2 columns, and in the cell 3 it has written, so I have to give only one value of this over here. So if you do not like write it 3 over here, so I don't have to give this value because already I have given the value for the 3 cells over here. So now you can see that is gone because you have already given the value over here. So like this you can mention the row span and col span. I hope you understood this. So now bg color, we can also give a particular color for your cell, the background color. I'll mention this. I want to highlight this. Let's basically highlight this one. I'll give bg color over here as I'll give it as green, as it is my heading over here. I'll just refresh it. So now this whole row or this cell has become green, or if you want you can give the single cell also as, I'll give gray over here. So now your cell 4 is grayed out. So this bg color is only for your particular cell. This T head, T foot and T body we'll discuss in the next tutorial. Thanks and have a nice day.